How's it going, everyone? It's Spencer here with Spencer Stuff. Welcome to the community. I appreciate you being here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Sanwear GT. Now right out of the gate I'm going to say I was sent this by Sound, but that being said, I'm still going to give my full and honest impressions and make critiques so that you all know if you want to buy this product. I have extensive experience with Klipsch, Audeze, Status Audio, as well as Sony and a few other smaller brands, and I'm going to pretty much be comparing them and my experiences with those to this product. But before I jump into this review, I ask that you please hit that like button, subscribe, and of course ring that bell notification icon so you're informed of everything I upload in the future. Thank you all so much. So to start out, these earbuds come with plenty of wings as well as tips so that the earbuds can fit into your ear comfortably. You might be looking at a picture of these or the video of these and saying these look extremely bulky. They really aren't. They're made of plastic, so I don't find that they're heavy or anything. They're comfortable in the ear, comfortable to wear for several hours at the most. And while they do have LEDs on them, I don't use them. I don't like to use them. I turn them off almost immediately within the app. I find it's just a battery waster. If you're wearing headphones, there's no point in having LEDs on them unless they're wired maybe, if you want to have some fun with it. But yeah, I pretty much turn them off unless they're for indicators. And I will say the pink color is kind of gamer-esque. I get why they did it. I don't necessarily like it. I would prefer just a straight black. Something a little bit classier looking, but I guess the Sanwear Quantum is what that's for. And as well as that, I don't know if this picks up on camera very well, but these things have a gloss finish on them, and I do not really care for gloss because it attracts fingerprints. I would switch over to a matte finish on these if possible, or even provide stickers so that you could put that over the top of this. Just my opinion. Now I will say, so I have a weird little bulge in my right ear. I know it's a really weird detail, but it makes it very difficult for me to find in earbuds that are really comfortable. And unfortunately for me, these are still not the best in comfort, but it's just because my ears are weird. There's no fault to the Sanwear GT for this. It's just because my ears are weird. But that being said, they were still very comfortable for the most part. My left ear is normal, and I was able to wear them for extended periods of time without fatigue. So take that as you may. I think you're going to find these to be very comfortable for the most part. As soon as you find those wings and the tip that you like for your specific ear shape, you're going to be very impressed. And I think, you know, the earbuds still look pretty cool, and they do come with goodies. So they come with a USB-C to USB-C, USB-A to USB-C cable, as well as a lanyard and a dongle for the Sansync Mode, which you can also use with this. And I found this to be another critique I'm going to make later on because it's kind of a headache to deal with. But yeah, overall, I'd say that the fit and finish of this product is stellar. It feels very premium, it feels very gamer-esque, and that's what they were going for. They definitely nailed that design. I do wish that there was a little bit more of a classy version of the Sanwear GT, but it's a great start for the fit and finish of this product. So jumping into the Soundscape app, I have to say, there's a few things I don't like immediately. I don't really care that there's an animation at the beginning, and then I gotta jump in and hit connect just to hit the Bluetooth button so that my earbuds that are already connected to Bluetooth jumps into Bluetooth. I hate this. It seems like I have to go through 4 steps just to be able to jump into the app. And then included with this, you'll see in a second, I have to pull down on the app in order to access my Bluetooth earbuds. There's 5 steps that I have to jump through in order to get connected to these earbuds. It needs to be better. I think it needs to be more seamless. If you connect your earbuds directly, you should be able to just jump right into the app. Now jumping in here, you'll have your upper right corner where it's got all of your settings, your firmware, everything else. As well as this, you've got your brightness and luminance control for the earbuds themselves, so you can turn off the LEDs if you want. And then in the middle, you have your EQ adjuster, which in my case, I did do a few tweaks on because I found it was a little bit too bass heavy. You have the difference between movie, game, and music mode, which is cool. That being said, I really do wish that an earbud like this that is touted for its sound quality, it really should have a 5 or 10 band EQ adjustment so that you can really get finite and granular with how you want to listen to your earbuds. Now going back, there's also a gesture option so you can change the gestures for your left and right earbuds. And all in all, the app is competent. It works, it does what it needs to do, but I think it could be better, especially at the beginning of the screen. I do like how simple it is. I don't really want to have to jump through hoops to get it all situated. But I also think in the middle here, you know, where you've got like the center, the little sun, the beaker, and then the circle, you should have a little bit of a notification or something that says what that is, just so if you're a new user. There are older people out there who don't know technology quite as well, and they might be jumping in and trying to look at this real quick, and they're unable to do so. So the app could definitely be improved, but like I said before, it's simple and it works. So jumping into the general sound section for the Sanwear GT from SanSound, I will say that it's a great sounding earbud. It's got great dynamic range. It's rated from 13 Hz up to 20 kilohertz. That being said, the 20 Hz down below is infrasound or infrasonic sound, so it's kind of hard to hear that roll off, or you start to pick up on that roll off because you can't really feel it as much. When you get into infrasonic sound, it's about a feeling more than it is hearing it. But the earbuds sound great when you are in a dongle mode, as well as using the case as a hub point. That being said, the Bluetooth, it's okay. It's frustrating, and I'm going to get into it in the music section. These could be that much better if they just made one small change to this. But all in all, the soundstage is excellent. Separation between instruments I have no issues with. I really do enjoy listening to them. But once again, there's a few issues, and I'm going to jump into the music section now to explain what issues I do have. So for the music section, this is where I get to be a bit conflicted, and I'm probably going to end up ranting a little bit on this. When you have this hooked up via dongle or via this as a central point, they sound spectacular. Everything has a spot within the soundstage. You can easily mix with these. As well as that, you have low latency and everything else. Extremely impressive. I really do enjoy it. The dynamics are great, and that's when these earbuds really do shine. That being said, if you're someone who uses these day to day and you want to use these over Bluetooth, you are going to take a massive hit to sound quality because these only support SBC and AAC Bluetooth codecs. If you're an Apple user, you have no clue. It doesn't matter to you, but if you're an Android user, it is so frustrating because there's LDAC out there, there's aptX HD, as well as LC3 codecs and a few other things. And they offer such better sound quality than what you're getting. And if you're an audio company, it's not just SanSound doing this, there's other companies as well. You have to offer better quality Bluetooth codecs to take more of an advantage out of the product that you're offering. I have the WF-1000XM5s, the Audeze Maxwells, which you can see in the review here that I talk about. They have LDAC as well as the WH-1000XM5, and they offer sounds or a soundstage and a presence that is just so much better over Bluetooth than what these offer. And it's so frustrating because I know these can offer that same quality of sound, but they're hampering it on their own, which is frustrating. I will say though, it's a critique. When you do have the sound quality and you do use these with the dongle, they're mesmerizing, they're spectacular, and you'll really enjoy them. So if you're someone who doesn't mind using the dongle and doesn't mind using the case, that's great. You're going to enjoy the premium sound quality you're going to get, but you're going to lose the convenience. So it's up to you what you prefer. Hopefully on the next generation version of these, SanSound will be able to improve on and get better quality Bluetooth codecs on the next product. So jumping into the gaming section, we obviously don't have to worry as much about Bluetooth codecs and whatnot. Sound through these with the dongle, spectacular. No problems at all. The primary games I played was Ghost of Tsushima, Gran Turismo, the finals, and Battlefield 5. When it came to the finals, directionality was no problem. I was able to pinpoint exactly where everything was. And I will make a note, if you're a PS5 user, you're gonna want to jump into the Tempest audio engine and start using it and get your calibration for headphones situated with these earbuds. They'll offer you perfect sound if you need it. Ghost of Tsushima, there's a section I love where you go and stand under the golden trees and there's birds chirping up in the trees and whatnot. And the leveling just sounded really nice. It felt like it was spatial, as they mentioned in their marketing. I could tell that the trees were up, the wind was blowing, it sounded extremely natural. And I felt like I was in the environment, which is something that not a lot of earbuds can do, or specifically headphones, because there's still some compression. These didn't have any problems. And then included with that, Gran Turismo sounded great when you were driving the car in cockpit. I played with the PSVR 2 and at several times I felt like I was actually in the game, which is a great way to improve immersion. Now, there are a few critiques that I have to make here. The microphones are not spectacular, and I'll just say that right out of the gate. I'll play the sample here. So testing out the audio quality of the microphones, you can tell that they're not the best. They're kind of spacey, and you can pick up a little bit of the background noise within the room. I think these could definitely be improved upon with a little bit of noise canceling in the mics themselves. That being said, you can definitely tell what I'm saying and understand it, but I think it'll get drowned out within a mix if you're not careful. I think the next iteration of these earbuds could potentially have a lot better mics, or should have a lot better mics, but I guess we'll see what happens. So one of the other really frustrating things that I had to talk about with this product is this dongle. Now, it might not seem like that big of a deal. It's low profile, it looks great. You know, when you plug it into your phone, it's fine. But when it comes to plugging it into the PS5, I had so many issues getting this out. It was so difficult. I already have fat fingers, so when I was going in, I actually had to like take my fingers and go like this to try and pull it out. I actually had to use tweezers at one point. It was so difficult to pull it out. So in comparison to, you know, a traditional dongle like you get from other gaming manufacturers, I actually had to go out and buy another peripheral for this product, which was a USB-C to USB-C connector or extender basically, so that when I plug this in, you'll see it in the video. Essentially, it pulls it out from the PlayStation and allows me to pull out the dongle whenever I need to. This does need to be addressed, and I think this is one thing where LDAC is going to improve on the next iteration of this product, where you won't need the dongle anymore for your phone to play music and whatnot. So now you can redesign this dongle so that it's a little bit more user-friendly. It just needs more leverage points because it was very frustrating to use. So the last little critique I need to make, and it's not the fault of SanSound or the Sanwear GT, is that these earbuds, when there's a lot going on, tend to get bogged down quite a bit. What do I mean by this? Primarily, it just means that if there's a lot of bass going on and there's explosions going off over here, and then you got gunshots over here, and there's deep rumbling bass, the driver just gets really bogged down. And detail is lost, and it almost becomes like a jumbled mess in your ear. And I'm obviously exaggerating because I've heard better, and I hate to be that guy. But there's only two headphones that I've used in the sub $500 price range that offer the clarity and capability to not have this issue, and that is the Audeze Penrose and Audeze Maxwell, which I talk about in this review here. But I will say you're getting about 75 to 80% of the sound quality of those headphones in this product, which is very good. And I will say the directionality out of this is much better than what you're going to get out of the Maxwell. As well as that, you know, comfort-wise, you're not having the whole over-ear issue. So, I mean, down to it is what you want. Would you prefer to have the lighter earbud, or would you rather have your ears covered with a headphone? I would like to know, you know, seriously, leave it down in the comments. I'm very curious what other people think. But yeah, I would say all in all, the sound quality for gaming on these is top-notch. You will not be disappointed with them. So in conclusion, the Sanwear GT is a spectacular product for what it is. The sound quality is top-notch and one of the best I've heard out of any earbud. I really do love the sound quality when listening through the dongle or through the case itself. That being said, there are a few critiques that I brought up in the video. First off, that the Bluetooth is not up to par and needs to be improved on the next iteration of this product to squeeze more performance out of these. As well as this, they do get a little bit bogged down when playing games if there's a lot going on. But that's a small price to pay when you have extremely diverse directionality, as well as that a great soundstage and detail in that soundstage when you're getting the best audio quality out of this product. The question I have to ask though, $399 for this product, is it worth it? It's kind of tough because you're falling into a range where there's a lot of products in that price range. So for me, the Audeze Maxwell is $299 for the PlayStation version versus $399 for these. And for me personally, I really did like the Maxwell and I would choose them over this. But if you're focused on comfort and directionality, as well as the ease of use and whatnot, and being able to have these so portable, I mean, you weigh your options here. What do you want to spend your money on? Are you wanting the portability and ease of use, or are you going to want the big bulky headphones? That's up to you to choose. These do great with everything that they are. And I will say all in all that I do recommend these. They are very nice to use. I enjoyed using them, and I think you're going to enjoy using them as well. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day, great evening, whatever it might be in your area, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you all so much for watching.